What's up guys, how's it going? So we're about a week away from opening day here in Alabama. Wanted to take a chance this weekend to go out and pattern my new gun. I've got a Benelli 12 gauge that I've had for several years. Actually got it at a NWTF banquet. I've enjoyed it. It's served me well and I've killed turkeys with it. But problem of it is most of what you're doing when you're turkey hunting is actually walking around, especially if you prefer to do a run and gun style hunt. The bigger and heavier 12 gauges tend to kind of weigh you down a little bit more. So I've been trying to find something that's a lighter kind of setup, and I've been hearing everything about 20 gauge and people going to the TSS ammo. So I wanted to do some research and try to figure out what would be a good option. Started trying to look into it and decided to try and find a new gun. I really just didn't want to go with something real expensive like the Beretta or the Franchi. I know those are great guns, but the problem with that is, it was going to be a huge jump in price. Most of those, I haven't been able to find anything like that under $1,000. Then I went to Bass Pro and found that they had a Stoeger M3020. This is a semi-automatic that's around $500, and it really seemed like pretty much my best bet. Given the circumstances that we're all in right now, ammo is scarce, guns are scarce, so felt like I needed to make a decision. And we're also coming up on turkey season, so everybody's out looking for their next turkey gun. So ended up getting the Stoeger 3020, and I'm really liking the way that it feels. It's so much lighter than what I had before, and I think it's going to be a really good setup for me this season. So I'm going to try and check it out and see how it shoots. So let's go test it out. I'm trying to go ahead and work on the pattern today. Only got a few rounds. I was able to grab the last box of TSS, and hopefully not going to use it all today. So we'll see how we can do.
Hello.
Yep.
And where'd you get it?
Bass Pro.
How long?
Last weekend.
Wow, I like that. How long's a barrel?
28. It's actually longer than my 12 gauge.
It's a 20, right?
Yeah. Pick it up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's light.
All right.
I like that. Super light.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. My Benelli, I think, is almost 8 pounds, and this one's like just under 6.
see what she'll do.
Yep. All right, ready? Well, oh, for one round? Well, it's $40 for 5 rounds, so.
What?
Yeah.
What? Like you just shot one and nothing?
That's good.
What's that? $1. What's that on the bottom?
What do you mean?
Alright, let me see. This is your TSS 20 gauge. I paid $34.95 for that box. And this box here I paid $24.99. And that's the TSS. This one is 5, 6s, and 7s. And this one is 7s and 9 shot. That's the TSS that you're shooting. This is turkey thugs and turkey thugs and triple beard. 5, 6s, and 7s. Alright, 1100 feet per second on that one. And 1000 feet per second on that one. And 1300 feet per second on this one. So you actually got more velocity on this triple beard than you do the TSS.
The TSS on the left, number 7, and the Magnum Blend 5, 6, and 7 on the right. I like them both, but I think I'm going to end up going with the Magnum Blend. I feel like 30 yards is pretty much about where I would want them to be. I mean, I know everybody likes the TSS for the longer range, but I mean, you always hear everybody that talks about TSS, you know, talks about how far it can shoot, and then they say, well, I'd probably never shoot that far. Well, if you're not going to shoot that far, then don't shoot that far. But I don't know. I personally like to have a little bit more forgiving pattern. That's the only issue with the TSS. I mean, I guess the way that it shoots, I mean, it's more constricted anyways. So, I mean, you do that with a, you know, specialty choke, and it's pretty much like shooting a rifle, so it's going to be hit or miss at that point. Overall, I think I like the Magnum best, because it just seems like it's got the best, it's been the best pattern I've been able to get at 30 yards. So this is the Stoeger M3020. Like I said, I've been wanting something a little more lightweight to carry through the woods. It has been 10 times better than carrying my big 12 gauge around. That Benelli Nova is a really nice gun, but it's just a little bit heavy to be carrying around through the woods all the time. Overall, I mean, it's a really nice shotgun. It's a 28-inch barrel, so it's probably a little long compared to what most turkey guns would be, but I mean, overall, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, my main concern was that it was lightweight. So I mean, one thing about the gun, it is lightweight, so it does have more recoil. It's also an inertia gun, so it uses the recoil of the gun to cycle. But even though the recoil is more, I mean, when you're hunting, you shoot one shot at a turkey, I mean, you're not going to really care too much about the recoil. The trigger on it is not bad. I mean, it's got a little bit of play to it, but I mean, overall, I think it works pretty well. That was another issue I had with my Benelli. I mean, the trigger on it just took a long time for it to go off, but this one's not too bad. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this as a turkey gun. Just, I mean, mainly for the lightweight of it and for the price. I mean, it's pretty hard to find a semi-auto shotgun right now for under $1,000, so I think it's definitely a good bargain. So far, I've really enjoyed it turkey hunting this weekend. It's really made a difference. Went ahead and just put some tape on it just to go ahead and get some camo on it. I'll probably do a vinyl kit sometime, probably after turkey season, but I just bought it so close to the season that I wanted to go ahead and get something on it to camouflage it. And this is just that camo form tape in the digital, like, marine uniform. But I really like it for turkey hunting. I think it'd be a pretty nice setup. This actually comes with a turkey choke. I thought about going ahead and getting a turkey choke, but I really don't know if I'll need it. They're so expensive right now. I mainly wanted to get out here and try and pattern my gun before I tried to be set on a choke. So I think overall it gives a pretty good pattern. You just got to have the right type of shell, and that's what's always difficult, especially now, trying to pattern your gun and make sure that you're on. But overall, I would highly recommend this as a turkey gun. So if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer what I can. I'm really looking forward to using this some more this season. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And we should have some pretty good turkey content coming up this spring, so stay tuned. I think that's going to do it for this video, and I will see you on the next one. So thanks for watching.
Good gracious alive.
See, there's the wadding.
Good gracious.
Is there any question about which shells you want to shoot?
Had to blow that turkey's head off. And he went up there and he looked, and he had blown that turkey over behind that pile of dirt and never flopped. He never even moved. And he was shooting TSS 20 gauge 9 shot.
Yeah. 9's a popular one.
What you got to say about that, baby? You on the camera.